get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Who with a juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all three of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Listen to me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Take it in at the 22. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
the 40 now on second down. Cousins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league, as a rookie, second-team All-Pro, and then in his second year, was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the counter, here's Jones. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
That is caught by Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Cousins. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
To throw, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
That's a great job off the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 36, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. KJ Osborne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said,
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
no, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it is 42-0.
Vikings 42, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
72 yards rushing for him now, and that was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On play action, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback hand.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 8-yard line.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score, Vikings 49,
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance to be...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now on first down.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try now for Rodgers. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.